So this is our map here. We've got letters on the side and numbers on the top. And this could be an island in the middle. So if I wanted to talk about this square here, I would say it's at B2. Now we've got our island here, and maybe there's a cabin on the island. Maybe there's a cabin here. So I would say the cabin is at C4, right there. How many times have I told you not to sharpen your pencil in class? Now sit down. So there's a cabin at C4 here. I didn't handle that well. I wonder if there's something I could have done differently. Effective teachers make managing a classroom look effortless, and their management techniques are almost invisible to most observers. However, upon closer examination, one would discover how much time and effort is required to establish an effective classroom environment. Teaching and practicing classroom routines is a vital part of creating a positive, productive, and comfortable setting. Routines allow students to be more independent and allow teachers more time to teach without disruption. Because learners with FASD may have trouble holding information in mind while thinking, teaching, reteaching, and practicing routines helps our students to function independently in class and helps to create the structure that our learners need. So what is a classroom routine? A routine is a well-taught and well-rehearsed set of behaviors that allow students to independently deal with those classroom situations that come up commonly in class. Teachers will use routines to handle situations like getting ready to start the day, lining up to move to another setting, asking for permission to use the bathroom, handing in homework, sharpening pencils, preparing for dismissal, asking for assistance, walking with the class in the hallways, getting missed assignments, transitioning from one activity to another, gaining the student's attention, and so on. Investing the time and effort in teaching routines is a proactive way to prevent many classroom problems from happening in the first place. Routines add an element of sameness, predictability, and consistency that many of our learners with FASD need to feel safe and comfortable within our classrooms. Now, how does a teacher establish routines? First of all, the ideal time to establish routines is at the very beginning of the school year. It is recommended that teachers spend much of the first couple weeks at the school getting to know their students, doing classroom team-building activities, and teaching routines. Putting in this time at the beginning of the year and reteaching the routines as needed saves so much time and work for the rest of the school year. To begin, the teacher needs to think about all of these common everyday situations that can be dealt with independently by the student. Once these situations are determined, the teacher needs to break a desired routine down to a series of behaviors or tasks. Then, each task must be taught directly and modeled. It is very important to use clear and easy to understand vocabulary in your instruction and to limit the number of steps. Along with providing many practice opportunities, it's crucial to have high expectations for following the routine closely and to correct rather than consequence when the routine is not being followed correctly. For many of our learners, providing visuals in the form of pictures or checklists always works well to provide reminders of the routine.
Remember this? The following example demonstrates how a routine can be used to prevent these disruptions from happening.
So this is what we're going to practice next, what to do when you need a sharpened pencil. So up here I've created a visual schedule that will help to remind you what the routine is for getting a sharpened pencil. So the first one here is just indicating when your pencil is broken and or dull, what do? The first thing is you check your desk to make sure that to see if you have a sharpened pencil. If you do not have a pencil, which happens a lot as the year progresses on, the system is this. If your pencil is dull or broken, you quietly get up out of your desk and you walk up to the pencil sharpener. When you get here, you're going to find a little sign that's placed right in front of the sharpener that indicates that absolutely not during class time are you to use the pencil sharpener. So that's there just to remind you. Up at the desk you will find this bright pink basket that will always have pencils in it. So you bring your broken pencil up without disturbing anybody. You simply place your pencil down on the desk. Remember, it has your name on it, so we know it's yours. You take one of the pencils, sharpened pencils out of my basket, and you simply go back to your desk and start work again. At the next break, so it might be recess, it might be lunchtime, it might be after school, what you do then is you simply come up, give my pencil back, take your pencil, and get it sharpened up. Because the times where you are allowed to use the sharpener are before school, at recess time, at lunchtime, and after school. And I encourage you not just to sharpen one pencil, but sharpen a couple up. And what we're going to do is just go through this together as a group, and we're going to practice. We're going to get a couple of people here to demonstrate, and then everybody will have that opportunity to practice that.
Classroom routines are one of those invisible elements that all effective teachers have established. Routines allow students to be more independent, and they save teachers time, work, and stress. Routines help to create those consistent frames of reference that many of our learners with FASD require to function successfully in our classrooms.